Hold on.
You don't want to play the right
Oh,
time.
it is live. Welcome. Okay, this is awkward because now I can't see if it is really live.
It's real live.
What's
I'm looking at it right now, dear.
Going on.
I'll just get your
How are we
phone.
going to see comments and stuff?
We have
This
a
is gonna be
phone.
so weird.
You're making this like way harder than
You have a phone?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. We're trying a little something out. We're checking in with you guys. What is it being weird? Okay.
It's texting like this. Mine's pulling up.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Hello, Alice.
Generally Irritable here with Mr. Benjamin Nathaniel Reddick II.
Lord Benjamin Nathaniel Reddick II.
Lord Benjamin Nathaniel Reddick II, a.k.a. the Violence Conductor.
Yes.
Always a special treat to have you with us, Lord Violence.
Yes.
Is that what we've settled on? The shortened version of
I think the shortened version is Lord Violence.
Lord
Yes.
Violence? I think that works.
I'm cool with that.
I should tell everyone. So a lot of times when I am in like Zoom videos and stuff like that with clients or things like that, behind me when I'm just using my web camera instead of on my computer, instead of the camera, everyone can see the sword rack behind me, the husband's sword rack. I wonder, it's probably too hard to like swivel the camera so they can see it.
It would be dangerous. It'd be a dangerous situation.
Oh, because we got the cam link and everything going. And
yeah, it's a lot.
Anyway, I'll show you guys sometime. Just like I was thinking about showing people, I always say every week, the screaming children in the background is a Taekwondo class. So I feel like I should prove it.
We can get a clip of it.
But I probably would have to ask permission of people's parents, probably.
Probably, but we shot a commercial for them.
Oh.
So we have footage of the class and the kids fighting and punching each other and kicking each other in the head and stuff.
Yeah,
so
it's really funny. I always still get a really big kick out of Master Daniel's daughters. So our good friend Master Daniel has 3 beautiful daughters who all do Taekwondo, and they all beat people's butts.
Yeah, they're pretty tough.
Pretty tough little girls.
Some tough lasses.
Well, they're not really little anymore. Eliana's 14.
Yes. They're 14,
13 and 11.
Yeah.
And Malaya's going to be 12 soon.
Yeah.
And Katana. Yeah, they're ridiculous. It's pretty funny. They were here today fighting with one another. That's what we have to look forward to.
Iron sharpens iron.
Screaming children. Okay, it's weird. I can't see the things.
What do you need to see?
That people are commenting. Hi,
matter.
Alice. I see you too.
It doesn't matter.
Sword rack.
Can I take a picture of it and then like you load? Could you like screen share it if I send it to you on Facebook or something?
What do you mean?
I took a picture with my phone.
Oh yeah, totally.
Let me do it. Let me do it.
Okay. We're gonna show you guys the sword rack. So this is fun. See, this is what's awkward. I have my whole back turned. This is very bad. Any of you who do film or stage anything, you do not turn your back to the audience. And that's why it's so awkward.
Send it to you via Facebook.
Okay. Let's see. I put this.
You could also just have sent me an invite into StreamYard and I could have used my phone as a
I could
camera.
send your face through StreamYard. How about that? Share screen. Boom. There's the sword rack. Oh, you didn't do the whole thing, all your fancy posters and stuff. So can everybody see that? Oh, there we go. Sword rack.
Boom.
Okay.
Boom.
Do you want to explain any of these to people?
Yeah, on the top you have a little wolf hilted. I don't know what that is. It's like a cross between wolf's claw and long claw and needle from Game of Thrones. So it's like a fencing sword but with the wolf stuff on it.
No idea.
Arya Jon Stark is the whole thing.
Okay.
Jon Snow.
You can tell I was not one of the people who was into
Jon
Game
Snow.
of Thrones. I'm like the only person
Then-
on earth.
That is a tomahawk.
Oh, yes.
That's legit.
A tomahawk that somebody who loves you very much got that for you.
Yes, it's very kind of you to do that.
I got that for him
Yes.
for the anniversary of when we met, which happened to also be Native American History Month,
Yes.
November.
I have a little bit of native blood in me, being from upstate New York, so I'm going to claim that.
Yep.
The next one is
Ergo, therefore, the tomahawk,
the next one is a lightsaber from Saber Forge.
because he does Jedi training.
Yes.
Legit. For those of you who don't know, we've got a friend who is a George Lucas certified Jedi instructor. Yes, that is a real thing. That is a real thing. What are you doing?
I'm checking Facebook and sharing it.
That's wild. Okay,
Yes.
what else? What's the next
The
one?
next one is a Musashi style double, like it's a double katana. So it's got a katana, and then when you pull the blade out, it turns into a hilt and a blade for another section. So basically, it's two swords in one. Saw it in Chinatown. Knew I had to buy it. And then the next one is a Guandao.
You can't see it all the way.
Yeah, it's
It's
pretty much like a halberd, and it's fun because Guan Yu used it in a couple of different video games,
Okay.
Dynasty Warriors. Then a regular legit katana, which could murder people, and it's like a full hilt, not a full
Full
tang.
tang.
It's not like a fake cheesy $20 at a
Mhm.
pawn shop katana.
That was his good friend Rob
Yes.
got him that for a gift.
Sifu Robert Stephen Brown of Iron Water Stunt Team. Still out in California making magic happen. So we're
LA.
gonna link up pretty soon and talk about some things. Then the next one is the Gurkha. I saw that as I forget which group carries it, but I think it's the Nepalese soldiers carry those. They're legit, and I wanted it, so I bought one. And then the last is my prized possession.
Prized.
It's the Kapesh Egyptian axe with a custom, expensive leather steel dyed sheath for it that also matches my fantasy armor. So be
Because
on the
he does
lookout.
cosplay.
Yeah, so it's a bunch of nerdy stuff on the wall.
I'm
That is
very
all
nerd,
my-
in case
That's all
anybody's
my
curious.
legit weapons.
Not only does he have this perfectly symmetrical face, he also is a nerd. So I'm the luckiest woman alive. I got a handsome and nerdy man.
It's very sweet of you, dear. Thank you very much.
Am I embarrassing you yet?
Somewhat, yes.
Okay. Let's see. We're gonna stop sharing. Do. Okay, cool. So that was fun.
No, it's fun.
That's the sword rack. So it's really funny. People are like, "Oh my god, why do you have all those swords in the background?" I'm like, "Because my husband's a stunt man, fight choreographer. He does things.
Have
He's
fun,
crazy.
Yes.
It's really fun." So the main reason we're checking in with you tonight is because it's just been a while. We took a few weeks off to think about the direction we wanted to go, that I wanted to go with the show and with the news. And it's a lot. What?
Yeah, Jojo Mendez says he likes the pro freedom shirt.
Yes. Yes.
The Prince Vegeta. Yeah, I
May
appreciate
the fourth be with you.
that. Absolutely. Look, I have a shirt for that as well. You already know what it is,
Oh my
right?
god. It's it's just been a while, and we wanted to take some time to think about things and what we're going to do, and mostly I was tired. I'm not going to lie. Did I just step on you?
No, you're good.
We both run our own businesses, multiple businesses, landlords, looking at getting another piece of property here in Texas. So dealing with stuff like that. My business has grown like crazy since I've been back in Texas the last several months. It like doubled in size almost, actually. We've had tons of great referrals and great clients. So I've been working like a dog with that, which is awesome. This is not a complaint. We're doing really great. And but it's a lot. And there's a lot to do to keep up with the channel. I've been feeling bummed that I hadn't had time to do any of my little quippy videos where I'm talking smack.
The mouthy ones.
Mouthy ones, like and just funny shorts and things like that. Although we do have some interesting content coming up in the future.
Ooh, should be a little spicy, as Tim Cass likes to say. Spicy.
So yeah, just wanted to check in. We're gonna launch. We're gonna start the weekly show again next week. It's gonna be on Friday nights from now on instead of on Mondays.
It's Friday. I'm sorry you don't know. I'll show you.
Wait, what about there's another one. It's Friday, Friday, every something Friday. That was really bad.
The weekend. It's terrible.
It was so bad. It's very bad. It's not
the
good.
other one's good. This one, that
one's not good. But it was so good that because it was not good. It was so good because it was not good. Yeah. Any of you know what it is? Put the link in the comment section. Rebecca Black. Everybody go look it up. Poor girl became just getting picked on and stuff like that.
Got famous though.
I wonder what she's doing now.
I think she's still doing music.
Interesting. So
I heard she's not actually terrible.
Really?
Yeah, I will say this.
Just not good.
The black dude that jumped on that track to collect that paycheck, he should never be allowed to rap again.
Ever.
That's not a good look. But continue. I'm sorry.
Hey, man, people got to get paid.
Economics.
People got to get paid.
Man, he didn't even do a good job.
I mean, what would a good job have been?
Anything.
He can't really outshine. He can't be like way better than the singer.
You can.
No, then you can't. You can't be the riff guy and then outshine the main guy.
He had a whole verse. He wasn't a riff. He wasn't even just the hook. He had a whole verse, and it just wasn't good. And so you have this viral video, and you're not good.
Yeah,
this could have been his moment.
Could have been.
You know, it's like Eminem said,
but it wasn't meant to be his
one chance to blow. Opportunity came once in a lifetime, and you weren't ready for the opportunity. It's disrespectful.
So we're looking to grow this channel too, just like the business is growing, which is awesome. Anybody needs a bookkeeper, holler at your girl. We got you. What was I saying?
How about your girl ER, right? Because that's emergency relief.
Oh,
you know, when you take your books, you got to take your books, and they're in dire straits. You got to get your books and take them to the emergency room.
Oh, that's good,
right? How about your girl ER?
Oh, that was good.
Yes.
See, this is why he does stuff with marketing. And it's really talented and creative. That was really good. We should use that.
We should use that in a rap song.
I'm going to make I Love Your Money tax time. Everybody's excited about tax time.
Gotta get ready for the IRS. That's fine.
Okay, I'm doing an I Love Your Money rap. Wait for that to come out, y'all. That would be great.
And if I'm on it, I'm going hard. There's no half step. The Reddicks don't believe in half stepping.
No, we do not. What we do not believe in is half stepping.
Mm-hmm.
We believe in whole stepping.
Whole steps.
What does that
habitual
mean?
Whole steps, habitual line stepping, but we don't believe in half stepping.
Ooh, lines. Did you hear that? See, again, in case anybody's wondering why I married this guy, aside from his perfectly symmetrical face.
I think that's a thing, but
it is thing.
We break barriers over here. That's what we're about.
That was good though.
That's pretty good.
Now you're gonna have to write I Love Your Money rap.
Half step is being not uncommitted.
I know, but it's like
putting your toe in there.
I guess it just isn't like. Yeah. This is weird.
It is strange. No, there's no comments. Everybody's just watching this talk. They're not engaging.
Blah, blah, blah. Say something if you want to say. But no, seriously, we're looking for folks who are interested in helping out. I've had a lot of people say, they're interested in, helping, helping increase the reach of the conservative message, but they don't necessarily want to be involved in party politics. They don't necessarily want to run for office or things like that. But if you're a reasonably intelligent person,
Yeah.
And you can be counted on. Your word actually means something. And you want to get involved, let me know.
Integrity.
Integrity is a big thing. We've had some folks that have, offered to help or things like that, and then they don't show up. They don't finish things when they say they're going to, and that's kind of a bummer. I understand things come up, but really, people who keep their word and are good critical thinkers, it's weird. Like, having some help with writing, as an example, or doing research would be really important. We want to be able to do some more in-depth, like Timcast or Don't Walk Run or some of the other YouTubers that we really like, to be able to produce more content that's researched and has some backing and video clips and stuff like that.
Some deeper dives.
Yep, exactly. As an example, I had a person reach out and share a bunch of information about how city council members actually in Burlington have ties that go back to organizations funded by somebody. I don't think you're supposed to say his name or your YouTube video gets taken down or whatever. George Soros, basically,
Why
funds.
Why would you say that?
I don't know.
Say it.
Because I don't know. So there's all these, organizations that fund organizations that fund organizations, and it's all by millionaires and billionaires. A lot of our city councilors worked for these people. So you go back and you go, oh, well, that's awesome. This would be really good information. I just don't have the time to put it all together because that's a lot of effort, and having a researcher would be super helpful. And a writer to help just kind of compile the things and work as a team to put things together. A graphic designer would be awesome to do logos and things like that, thumbnails, all those little things. We need somebody to help us do a book cover. The gal I was talking to said it would be $500 to $1,000 to do what we were asking to do.
That's pricey for the simplicity.
Seems like a lot.
For the simplicity of what we were asking.
So we are publishing a book. So now we've got everything down, written, and just need book cover art. So having somebody that we can ask for help with that stuff would be awesome. What else? Social media management. I say that and people think that means a whole thing. One of the things that I really need is just somebody to go back through the show. And like when I had the gal on talking about human trafficking and the legalization of prostitution bill in Vermont, she gave all these organization names and going back through and adding all those links to those websites and adding that information back into the description would be awesome. So that's kind of one of the things I include under social media management, somebody to help share videos across platforms. So like right now we're live streaming on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, all through our app, through our streaming app, but there's also Gab and Parler and Rumble and all these other platforms. Channel 17 has started carrying my videos as well on their YouTube channel. So sending it to them and uploading the video and doing the stuff. None of it is hard. It's just time consuming, and it's a lot for 1-2 people to do. So it'd be awesome to get some help with any of that. So if you're reasonably intelligent, are comfortable using software, can keep your word, and want to help spread the conservative message.
And I want to clarify, I don't actually identify as a Republican. I'm just conservative.
Yeah.
So it's not necessary that you I'm part of the party. It's like, just, do you think that there's some ridiculous things happening? Would you like to see some relative levels of objectivity? Would you like to see the other side of some of the things that are getting yelled at you all of the time through every other form of media? Okay, then. Well, let's have a conversation about that.
What was it Eric Munson sent me?
Yeah.
Wait, should I pull it up?
I mean, if you can quote it.
I don't remember exactly what it said. Hold on. Let me see.
This is my wasting time dance.
Wasting time.
Oh, I got a new thing. Look at this. This is what I recently acquired at an auction. Is that Damascus steel? Man, that
What
a
is
Damascus
that?
steel knife. It's a new
What does that
one.
even mean?
Means it's made of the finest
Damascus
steel on the earth.
I feel like you just made
If
that
they
up.
were like vampires and zombies,
Did you just make that up?
you would use that to kill them,
I think you
or
literally just made that up.
interdimensional demons. You would stab them with that, or melt that down into bullets.
I don't
See
think
what
that's
else.
the thing. Okay, I'm sharing. Okay.
What else you have to stab? White walkers, things like that. That's what you stab them with Damascus steel.
So
So
our neighbor Eric Munson sent this this little ditty to me today. So if you yourself are not a Republican, not a Democrat, but you're a stop lying, stealing my money, stealing my freedom, and starting unnecessary wars while psychologically dismantling society again, if you're one of those, holler at me.
yeah, let's chat.
Send me a private message.
Let's have some conversations.
Conversation.
Let us converse. together. Let us conversate.
Let's
if you prefer.
conversate. That sounds good.
Yeah. All right. What's
Okay.
next? What else are we doing? What else are you doing?
So let's see. What else were we going to talk about? Oh, so next week.
Let's talk about what you're doing also. Like you talk about what you need, but you haven't told them like why. Where are we going with all the, am I going to do that?
Sure.
Well, the part of the plan is to expand this into a more robust news network thing that has a Vermont centric feel to it, but also we're going to start dabbling in some wider issues, some national politics. We're still going to drill down to how it affects Vermont, but there are things that are happening that people want to talk about that are on a national level.
Yep.
So I figured we should reach out and start doing that. To do those things, we need additional assistance, time, the whole thing.
Yep.
So get engaged, get involved.
And it seems like a lot of people don't always pay attention to state politics, but they're paying attention to federal, national politics. And they don't necessarily realize how the things at the federal level are going to affect us at the state level. And then how do things kind of go downstream and upstream? So, when the federal government, like as an example, something that's happening in the state right now is the state is using federal funds from the from the stimulus package to plug the holes of the budget gaps, including the pension deficit and other deficit spending that they put in place with last year's budget cycle. And so they wrote the budget that they did counting on money from the federal government, which has largely just been printed or borrowed from foreign governments.
That feels like a bad idea.
It seems like a really bad idea.
Like my understanding is that if you're independent, right, be it in film, which I dabble in, or in anything, if you're relying on other people's donations, you're not independent. So as long as your state is relying on daddy government bucks to fund your existence, that means you're not really an independent state. And that means that you have been, to a certain extent, your compliance and everything will be purchased because you need them and they don't need you.
And federal money always comes with strings. It always comes with strings, and they're never, ever, ever, ever good.
No.
And that's just normally. I can't even imagine what all of this is going to mean. But funny enough, even all the federal money still doesn't fill in all the gaps. All the federal money that they're printing to try to make up for what's happened.
Fun times.
We're not even talking about inflation and what's going to happen to interest rates in the near term. We're just talking about bad fiscal policy in the state of Vermont leading to huge deficits that have not been filled even with the federal government printing trillions of dollars. And so they continued to spend irresponsibly when our economy was literally destroyed, with the hopes that the federal government was going to print money, but we're not actually in a better position, and the state's still pretty closed and people can't make money.
That's a pretty good idea.
I just
Anybody have any counters to that, or no? No one has. Okay.
anybody love printing money?
Bueller.
Wait, what is it?
Bueller.
Modern monetary theory. That's what they're calling it. So it's this idea that we can just print money at infinitum and borrow debt at infinitum, and it will never affect us.
I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me. I need someone to explain that.
It's stupid.
Ray says Vermonter's big problem is ability to separate Fed issues with state issues.
True story, sir. True story. And this idea that like if we throw all this money and energy at social issues, that it'll fix everything. I don't know where that comes from.
Has that worked anywhere? Like, are they looking at a model that was effective in like some other country, or
No. I mean,
does anyone know?
Look at
Feel
what
free
happened
to
in
tell
South
us.
Africa when they started demonizing white people.
I mean, it went bad for white people. I don't know how.
It was very bad for white
How
people.
does South Africa fare?
Oh, you know what? This is a good time to talk about our fun little
The flow chart.
The fun flow chart you found today.
Yeah, this is a pretty interesting one.
So speaking of race and that topic, which by the way, come next week, we're having a panel of non-white conservatives on. So it's going to be a mixture of
That exists. Heavens to Betsy's. I had no idea.
Nobody knew that. Only white people are conservative, and only because they're racist.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's what they would like you to believe. So we're going to have all non-white guests.
Weird.
I mean, I'll be here. I'm white, but I'm the host. So whatever.
That doesn't count.
And Vermonters, a couple of Texans to get in there and have the conversation.
Yeah.
That'll be exciting. So panel of non-white Vermonters talking about, or non-white conservatives talking about being discriminated against for being conservative and all that kind
I know
of
I've
stuff.
experienced discrimination for not engaging in groupthink and just asking regular, normal questions
Not allowed.
that deal with like
Not allowed.
not being a hypocrite and logic and math, and people think that those things are unfair.
I want to know why. Can I like? Oh, look. Okay, can you see my cursor? Okay, so here's the flow chart, right?
Yeah.
If a white person, okay, so this is where the flow chart starts. If a white person moves out of a neighborhood,
Shook.
it is white flight, ergo
Scared.
racism.
Boom.
Can you guys hear me if I'm turned away from the microphone?
Yeah, they can hear you.
Okay, so then, okay, if it moves out, white flight. If a white person moves into a neighborhood, it's gentrification,
Not allowed.
also racism.
How dare you?
Okay, so if a white person sees color, skip past go straight to racism. Okay, straight to racism.
Obviously.
If
right.
a person does not see color,
Color blindness.
ignoring racism, ergo racist. Okay. Are you seeing a pattern at all?
How dare you not validate my blackness?
Oh my God. Okay. So if a white person engages with culture,
Okay.
okay,
All right.
boom, cultural appropriation.
It's weird. I see a lot of Asian tattoos on people. Japanese. and stuff.
Racist.
What about anime?
Racist.
Because he's Japanese.
You know what? You wearing that shirt, that's racist.
Interesting.
These beads, actually, you might be able to wear the beads.
I don't know. This is probably cultural.
That's probably an African thing or
things.
something.
We have bees in Africa.
We can figure that
I
out.
don't know about this tiger's eye.
Okay,
Is that
so
tiger's eye? They have that in
That's
Africa?
definitely racist.
Is that from the motherland? I
It
don't
might be racist.
Might
But
be racist.
here's the thing. You're not white. So you can do all of it.
Oh, that's so good.
Okay.
Feels so good.
So, okay, does not engage culture, not inclusive, and then what? Racist.
Because that's rude too.
Racism.
Yeah.
Racism.
That
No
makes
matter
sense.
what you do, it will never be enough. never be enough. We will be racist forever. It does not matter what you believe.
It's hilarious.
I saw Mino showed me this earlier. Benjamin, his nickname is Mino, showed me this earlier, and I was like, "Oh my god, we have to share this with everyone. This is so ridiculous."
This needs to go on my Instagram. Hashtag a darker perspective.
Oh, check it out. Check
That's
it
what
out.
That's what I do.
Yeah, I needed to share that.
Yeah,
That's really funny.
that's hilarious.
It's absolutely ridiculous. And true. It's when this is why we need comedy and memes and things like that, because it allows people to see how stupid this stuff is.
It is an unwinnable argument that you guys are in. That I'm not gonna lie, I think is kind of funny.
Why do you think it's funny?
I think it's funny because anyone who's paying close attention knows that it is an unwinnable argument for white people. So it makes me laugh.
But if you say that,
what makes me laugh is the fact that like a lot of people are like trying to win the argument, and it's like that's not going to work. All you can like do, in my opinion, is be a good person, and over time people will just calm down. But the people who are like actively like on their knees kissing black people's feet that stuff's hilarious, fam. That's like on par with people with kids on leashes. It makes me laugh when I see it. So that's hilarious.
Hard
because it's funny.
And as in the same level of funny.
See the child on a leash get like yanked. It's hilarious to me because I don't know anything about that. Like my mom wasn't going to do that. So it's a foreign concept to me. It's like you with your lazy Susan. These are things that we just didn't have when I was coming up.
What are you talking about? What?
With your garlic mincer. Like we didn't have that.
Garlic press. Who doesn't have a garlic press?
We didn't have that.
Garlic press? If you cook, if you like to cook and things.
My mom cooked. We didn't have a garlic press.
Well,
it was hilarious. So the point is, while I understand people want to be more engaged, like most white people I know are not dirtbags. Weirdly enough, because we're friends. If they were dirtbags, we wouldn't be friends. That includes Hicks and all walk of life.
Yeah.
Hicks, your rednecks. I got all those.
Yeah.
I don't need them to do anything extra for me to feel welcome or okay. I just need you to not be a dirtbag. If a dude ran up on me in a club, are you gonna box? If I need $20, can I call on you for that? If I had a rough night, can I sleep on the couch? Are we square? If all those things are happening, if my girl's around and I leave, can I trust you with my girl? That's how I judge. Those are the levels of broship that I have developed over the years.
Broship.
Yeah, I got rules. So fighting is easy. People will just fight for no reason.
Okay.
Money is a little harder.
Yeah.
Women is the hardest one for dudes to like not be an idiot about. So if you can trust somebody with those 3 levels, we can be bros. And so that's how I judge it. I don't look at this. I don't look at your color. I don't look at your culture. I don't care what kind of music you listen to. None of that at all.
Yeah, because we've got friends like all across the spectrum.
Yeah.
All religions, atheist,
agnostic, Muslim,
all colors, gay, straight.
I think I got a couple 5%ers in there.
What's that?
It's a whole other thing. It's deep conversation. But there's a lot of, I got a lot of people. I got Buddhists. I got people who are, yogis, all of it.
Oh, is that one
Reiki
of those
masters,
Black Power things?
It's like Hebrew Israelites.
Talked about that.
Hebrew Israelites, and there's a lot of different
got it.
ways that
all
goes.
Over the place.
I got gangsters, I got drug dealers. I got all that. People who did all that stuff. Then that stuff matters to me.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the Christian part. I like people.
Yeah.
And I like culture. So I like the diversity.
Well, and you like when you get to meet somebody who has a different background than you, a different point of view, a different experience, it's an opportunity to learn more and understand more about people and cultures and places.
Yeah.
I think if you have a desire to only be around other people like you,
it's boring.
That sounds like fear, even maybe.
It can be fear, but it's just boring. It sounds boring.
I have a friend that's a prostitute.
I would never leave America and go on vacation if I just want to be around people like me.
People don't realize that,
Yeah, she's smart. She's a smart lady.
Anyway.
We disagree with that particular maneuver, but she's good people.
Wicked. She would do anything for me.
And sharp.
So, I don't care I shouldn't say I don't care who I have as friends. Obviously, I wouldn't want somebody who was like an active sociopath and like murdering people to be a friend. But that might, well,
Don't why are you being judgmental?
I was going to say, well, it depends. See, a sociopath is
Yeah.
a very specific thing.
You might need, if this was like
That's a
Walking
person who
Dead,
doesn't want to be in a
if this is-
relationship,
if
but I
this is
might be a
Walking Dead,
sponsor or
you might want a Negan in the Walking Dead.
I mean,
you want that. You need that guy.
all the more reason to explore different cultures and people because you never know. I
Yeah.
hadn't even thought of that.
What does a sociopath mean?
A person who has no empathy, or is that a psychopath? No empathy. And
Someone look up sociopath and tell us what it's like. Ray Ingram says he never had a garlic press. See, he knows what's up.
Ray, you don't know
And-
what you're missing.
And he said, I'm learning what it's like to be an old white man in a racist country. Yeah, you old white dudes got it rough right
Yeah.
now, bro. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, man.
I don't know if you knew this, Ray, but you're a racist,
Boom.
okay?
Just-
And it doesn't matter.
racist.
If you argue that you're not a racist,
See the flow
that
chart.
means you're a racist.
See,
Wait, do we
you-
need to bring back up
You
the
bring
flow?
up the flow
we
chart.
bring-
I don't know if that's
bring
on
it-
the flow chart.
Bring back up the flow chart.
See, Ray, option A, you admit to being a racist, which means you absolutely are a racist and possibly a Nazi. You might get punched in the face. Now, if you deny being a racist, that is clearly
that
evidence
is
that
definitely racist.
you are racist.
You are definitely a racist.
Obviously, and
Clearly.
you still might get the Nazi punch in the face. So it's just a
there's
lose for you, man.
it is literally like that. That's what's not funny about it. It's
I'm
so
laughing, but it's
funny.
kind of rough, man. I
It
know
is
it's kind
ridiculous.
of hilarious.
It's dumb. It's so
Oh,
dumb.
what's going on, team? What's going on, Patrice? I see y'all.
Yo,
Sarah,
yo.
what's happening?
Word, yo.
Yeah. So it's an interesting time. Plus, I got cousins and stuff, and I got a lot of mixed family members.
Yeah.
So I find it really rude when people just say white people are racist automatically. Nah.
I find it interesting, especially like people that I know that are in mixed race relationships that are married to white people and they say white people are racist.
That's a weird choice.
That's what the
It's perplexing.
our neighbor that said that you internalized the white supremacy.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
She's married to a white man.
That was well done.
She's married to a white
That
man.
was well done.
So she's, because you're a conservative, was that it?
Mhm, I think
I'm trying to
so.
remember. It was basically because he's a conservative, he must have internalized the white supremacy.
It's in here.
Or it was in order to be married to me, he must have internalized the white supremacy.
Well, at least she admitted to that I have a level of supremacy in comparison to her, and that's kind of, that's all right. That's why I'm a lord. She's not.
Oh my God.
you know?
Yes. Lord and Lady Reddick
Boom,
over here.
boom.
Write that down.
It's right.
Write that down.
Sorry.
We
Anyways,
didn't really have anything else.
we didn't have anything planned. What's going
We
on in the
didn't plan
world?
Anything.
Godzilla vs Kong. That was fun.
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it yet, but it's fun. It's where it was. I
Go
went
to
a
the
theater.
movies. Go to the movies. Period. Go to the movies.
I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not telling anybody what to do. I'm going to tell you, I went to a movie theater.
and it
There
was
was
a
plenty
good
of
time.
room. Nobody was all over each other. They had an option to do what they wanted, and everybody was roomy and had masks and
Yeah.
whatever. And it was a good time. And I know watching that movie at home, unless you have like 100-inch, 72-inch dealio and some real surround sound, it's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
It's like a
It's
Michael Bay movie.
theater.
It's a
All right,
it's a movie
move
theater
over.
watch.
You're taking up the whole screen.
I'm
Get
trying-
out of here.
trying to make sure
No, I'm like,
okay.
no. Now I'm mad.
Anyways,
Why? Just like he's taking up the whole screen, he's been a blanket hog lately, ladies and gentlemen. I've been
it's
waking
not
up
real.
barely with any blanket,
It's not real.
and then the whole blanket is laying off the other side
I
of the
don't
bed.
move when I sleep.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Silent, unmoving like a ninja in the forest, high in the branches. A predator among predators. You don't move. I don't move.
that is a lie. He does fight choreography in his sleep.
Sometimes, but not all the time.
For real,
You make
I've
it seem
woken
like
up
it
to
happens
him
all
like-
the time. That doesn't happen all of the time.
It's happened more than once. Maybe that's why
Maybe.
I don't sleep good. It's because you're doing fight
It's
choreography
such a
all night.
lie. Why are you lying to these goodly folk?
Because
So what movie? Ray, it was Godzilla versus King Kong. Or is it King Kong versus Godzilla?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. You might want to
What other
rewatch the
movie?
original movies right before this or the previous movies because you will have forgotten a ton
Mm.
like I did.
what was the last movie we just went and saw? Why don't I remember?
It was not Monster Hunter. It was Nobody.
Oh yeah, we went and saw Nobody. That was
Nobody
fun.
is John Wick light.
Yep, that was fun. It was good.
Yeah, it was a fun movie.
Fun. We saw.
I thought it was going to be more comedic than it was.
It was not.
It was
comedic.
not very comedic. Oh, we ain't even came over for warm up, throw out the blankets, copy. Yeah, I feel you.
What?
He's talking about can't wait for it to warm up and throw in. So
yep.
we did watch the Snyder cut.
Oh God.
We didn't even weigh in on that one.
No.
Let me tell you what, boy. The fighting was better. He had a better use of slow motion in this one. I felt like Wonder Woman scene specifically was like slow motion on her like sliding across the ground. Like I was like, I don't care about her sliding on the ground. Stupid. But like this one, I felt like the slow motion was on the impact and the result of her smacking people, more like 300.
Wait,
So-
I'm doing this singing wrong. How does it go?
I don't remember.
Ooh, I'm just gonna make that sound every time you talk about Wonder Woman. They play the same audio track every time Wonder Woman is on the screen. It's like something like some
very
like
Xena
ethereal.
Warrior Princess.
That was not. I did
Very-
not do a good job.
it's
Just like,
very
do not judge
it's
me.
very
Okay, it did not
ethnic.
sound like that. It sounded like something you'd hear on Themyscira, like
Yeah.
some ethereal,
But
like
it didn't feel like it
literally
matched.
every single time she was on the screen.
It was
It
a
would
lot.
go from
was a
being
whole lot.
like, fighty, crashy, bangy, yelly stuff, like, "Wah!" and then she would come up with the slow mo, and then it'd be like, oh, it was stupid. The
Oh.
slow mo was not better.
It was,
It was
better.
too much slow motion. The movie
Zack Snyder
would
does
have
a lot
been
of slow motion.
like 2 hours instead of 4 hours had it not been for the slow. I don't need to see Aquaman tearing his shirt off, walking out to the pier, waiting there for the waves to splash on him while he stands there shirtless. You came out of the water with a shirt on. Why do you have to take your shirt off every time you get back in the water? Every time. He took his sweater off, he took his shirt off. Okay, he
It's
comes
weird.
out of the water every
It's all
single
the
time
man. This is
with
good
a
stuff.
shirt on,
He's
and
Ma-
then has to take his shirt
he's
off,
Matthew
but doesn't
Mc-
take his
he's
pants off.
Basically, Matthew McConaughey in this movie.
It's stupid.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
It is really dumb. I
Yeah.
don't like
It
any
was
of
a
these
whole lot. Like he
characters.
would not have a lot of clothes because of how frequently he's like coming out of his clothes and throwing them everywhere. It was pretty weird.
He's got no reason to take his clothes
It was
off.
very strange. I'll give you. It was a strange.
Oh my God. It was so weird. All the audio was really weird, actually. The Wonder Woman stuff was awkward. Then there was one time they were walking up some steps and it was like this really epic hardcore music that you'd expect during a fight scene.
Mhm.
Made no sense. But then other times during fight scenes, they'd be like, boring music. The audio choices were weird.
Was it better though than the other movie? Do you remember the original film?
Barely. I mean, the
It was
original
better
film
than
was
the
trash.
original film.
Was not good. I think I gave that very poor marks.
It was not. It was not good.
I was not impressed.
I will say this:
It is better.
Wonder Woman was absolutely reckless. She murdered a lot of people, and it was
Oh.
not necessary. But I don't
Yeah.
really care. But I mean, people tripped about Superman, but she just flat out killed a lot of people. And like what she did at the end of the bank robbery, I don't want to tell you. I don't want to spoil it for people too bad, but like so much collateral damage and bystanders who could have been killed because of her.
Unnecessarily.
That's all
No
I'm going
reason.
to say about it.
No
That's
reason.
all I'm going to say about it.
No reason.
And also, obviously, this is in the future, but if you notice, she's got none of her Wonder Woman 84 powers.
It did. Well,
So-
no, there's one. There's
Which
one.
No, she couldn't do that in this.
She did.
She didn't have magic in this.
She did. She. I'm trying not.
No,
I'm trying
she
not to
didn't.
spoil
She
it.
did not do
Out
that.
of the bank,
No,
she went up.
yeah, but
into
she
the
can't-
air.
She can't fly. In this
She
movie.
flew in this movie.
No, she
she
can jump.
flew in this movie.
She can jump and she can swing and she can do stuff, but she was not freaking Wonder Woman from 84.
Well, no, it's not. It's definitely not the same.
She
from
had freaking magic
1984,
jutsu spells and she wasn't
which is stupid.
Invisibility
that whole thing was
now
stupid.
and-
That whole like, oh my father, Tommy, you didn't have a father. You didn't have a father, Wonder
It
Woman.
was a very rude.
You couldn't have had a grandfather teach you anything.
It was
You didn't
very
have
rude.
one.
It was very, very rude. I
I
will
don't even know
say-
that much about comic books, and I know that.
I will say, Steppenwolf, they made him more of a sympathetic character.
You understood what his motivation.
A little bit. And again, the way that his situation comes to a close is, it was pretty vicious.
It was epic.
It was
That
very.
was the best part.
I'll say this: Wonder Woman in this movie acts like what I think Wonder Woman
warrior.
is supposed to act like.
Princess.
I don't like the fact that Gal Gadot is so small. Personally,
She's very slender.
I would prefer she,
That's the other thing. All the women on Themyscira in the opening when they're
Jacked.
fighting, what's his name? They're like,
Big
they
Step?
look like, Steppenwolf. They
Big
look
Step.
like CrossFitters.
Yeah.
They're going through
Yep,
and
yep.
they're like swinging these huge hammers and they're ripped with an 8-pack
yeah,
and
they're shredded.
muscles, shoulders. They
Yeah.
look like women that you would expect to be warrior
Warriors.
people.
Yeah.
Meant to swing giant swords.
You're
and
gonna be
stuff.
corded up if that's what you do all day.
You're gonna sell tickets to the gun show.
Exactly.
But no, Gal
Exactly.
Gadot looks like a supermodel.
Still looks forever.
That's so annoying.
But the acting was better. It was better than her Wonder Woman 84 movie. There was no love interest. She was there to throw hands.
Just kick people's butt.
Yeah, it was dope. I liked
Love. There should not be love stories in superhero movies, or if it is, it should just be like a passing thing. Like I don't care.
I don't think
That
it
was
should
one of the things.
overshadow the
That was
story.
one of the things that really ruined 1984. Was the whole like love story with her band coming back,
Or
and
the
all that
fact
stuff.
that
It's just
you're
like
having sex with some other dude's body without his consent.
hashtag me too. I'm just saying, like,
That's a problem.
if you were to if the roles were
I
reversed
would not
in
have
this
been okay.
movie and it was a man behaving the way and then the things, I think people would have been horrified and mad.
2.5 years, her and the director are going to be canceled for that movie.
Canceled.
So,
Canceled.
yeah.
All right, what else?
I don't know. That
I
was
don't
all
know. I
had.
didn't really
We're
have
just- we're just
anything.
chit-chatting.
Just
Questions anybody got for the peanut gallery?
just letting
Questions,
everybody know
thoughts?
we're getting started again next week.
You want any
If you
opinions?
want to
on anything?
participate in creating content,
Do you
holler at
guys
me.
have any questions? Anything you want us to wait? Anything you want us to wait in on? Something like that. Time's ticking.
Time ticking, ticking, time. Tim, ticking, time. No? Let's see. Is there anything? So you're looking on Facebook, right?
Boom, boom,
I'm all the way turned around to my audience.
boom, boom.
Okay, nobody's on YouTube
Boom.
commenting.
Yeah, we're all good.
All right, cool. Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
That was really
Let me see the intro.
Oh,
thing.
okay. Why? What? Okay. Why? I usually
What's going
put
on,
it on
Bruce?
the way out.
Yeah, I think we're good.
So are we outing?
I think we're outing.
Oh, okay. So good night, everybody.
95,000.
We'll see you next week. Fridays. So the long form interview show is going to be on Fridays now, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central Time.
Mm.
And then the news will be coming back up. We're still working out exactly how that's going to look with Mr. Guy Page from Vermont Daily. If y'all don't already have a subscription to Vermont Daily, go check them out, vermontdailychronicle.com.
Yes.
Sign up for their daily newsletter.
Yes. Some of the stuff has been syndicated. We're now growing the viewership.
Yes. Very exciting. Ray, you also have a good weekend. And it's Easter weekend, y'all.
Mhm.
Go out there, praise Jesus. Thank you, Lord, for coming back and saving us. All that good stuff.
Yep.
This is the resurrection. This is when we celebrate his resurrection, right?
Mhm.
Not the like Christmas is supposedly when he's born, which isn't really a thing.
It's a whole thing. There's a whole
Easter.
argument about that.
And wait, is it Passover today?
It's Good Friday.
Wait, Good Friday. When's Passover?
You don't know.
Passover has
Bad
something
with
coincides
dates,
with
dear.
something.
It's what
I'm not
calendars are
Jewish,
for.
but I feel like I should know that.
It's what calendars are for.
Google doesn't have religious holidays anymore. That's
Really?
why Easter's not on our calendar.
I did not recognize that.
I don't know if anybody else noticed that, but I have been noticing that any holidays that are religious in nature are no longer on my
That's
Google
weird.
Calendar. Weird. That's how I didn't know Easter was this weekend. I'm a terrible Christian. Don't tell anybody. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you next week.